Hi guys, welcome to the third episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. What if you've never played before and how to start? My name is Kaya Maya, and this time we're going to add some more difficulty by adding electricity to buildings and adding power to vehicles. In order to do that, we are going here and add the energy management. You can either buildings only or buildings and vehicles only. I'm going to do that, and I hope I don't have to restart. Yes, I do have to restart. See you at the other end. Hello, welcome back. So we've loaded the game and I'm instantly going to pause it. Why? We added electricity. So vehicles, you can add the vehicles. You can see now a little fuel bar. It's almost empty. So we need to add some fuel for that, places where they can fill up their gas tank. And also buildings are complaining we don't have any power supply. Our steel mill is having zero production because we don't have any power supply. Power is missing. So if we would play, our republic will survive, especially since it's easy citizens reaction. But I want to show you how to add power first, and after that I will show you how to add fuel for vehicles. So we have in our electricity menu, we have a couple of areas. These are the power plants, which you can use to generate power, like a coal power plant. You have a gas power plant. You have nuclear power, you have solar power, all kinds of different kinds of power. But for this tutorial, we're going to import power. Further, you have your medium power lines, which are generally used to distribute power into your city or into your factory area. And you have your high voltage wires. The high voltage wires, you can get them in different stages from 8 megawatt to 18 megawatt. You also have your underground high voltage wire, which are always lower than the above ground wires. You have your switches, and here you have your transformers, which transform high voltage to medium voltage power. In the medium voltage, we also have different strengths. How do you say this? I usually just use this one because once you lay, you never know how much you're going to use, and rebuilding it again, well, that's also a pain in the underground wires. Medium voltage underground wires, which also don't have a maximum wattage, which is higher than the above ground. It's a lot lower, the maximum voltage there. We have a medium voltage switch and we have a substation. A substation takes care that power gets transferred to the buildings nearby. And otherwise you would have to connect every building one at a time, and that's just tedious and not much gaming fun. So what you need to do, we're going from this area or the substation towards where we get the power from. So yeah, when I put a power station here, should be just here, we reach everything that's being built now, or that has been built now. And I think I'm going to do that. So for that I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to so that's our power station. Now our substation. Next, we need a substation for our industrial area here. It's probably 2 because it's a pretty extensive area. So I think I'm putting one, let me see, putting a substation and zoom out. I can't put a substation anywhere that reaches everything. You see the coal mine here and the steel mill. No. So 2 is necessary. Let's put one here. like so. Or did I? No. Yeah, thank you. I put one a little bit further down here, I think. So we can... let's see. Because this one is pretty much covering here, so I can get coverage. But I don't want to be in the way. So I'm putting it a little bit close to the road, so we can get a new area of coverage here. Like so. Excellent. So, then we need to have high voltage power lines. And a high voltage switch and the transformer. So first I want to build the switch. Why do we need a switch? Well, we're going to import power from the border. And here there's a way to import power here. The switch is necessary so I can use the power here and then also be able to expand my republic, that area, and expand power lines. So a switch is nothing else than going from high voltage to high voltage to high voltage. So putting this one in, I think I'm going to put it like so. Yeah. Why like this? I'm going to explain. First of all, I think this is a good place. And then we have to connect it with the road. And make the road a little bit more prettier. Like so. Then we're going to need a substation. The transformer, sorry. The transformer goes from high voltage to low voltage. And so we can... to medium voltage. So we can add this one like here. This would be a good place, I think. Yes. And we need a high voltage power line to connect both. So, excellent. And then also we're going to need a high voltage power line to go to that area. And this is why the switch was, so we can still expand. So, I don't want it... I want to be able, if I want to have train tracks here, you know, if we want to export in the future when you have trains, so I'm kind of thinking of putting the power lines pretty close to the road. So let's go like so, I think, and then pretty close to the road, maybe something like here, a little bit further, so I can have a kind of, well, it's not pretty straight actually, but that's what you need the grid for. So now we have to connect the substations. You know what? Beeble Joe in his season 5, he had this one piece of road next to the customs, which wasn't fun for OCD people, and well, I'm hating that I didn't upgrade this, so I'm going to upgrade this as well. So we need to connect the substations to the power transformer, and for that we can connect it with power lines. You can also go underground, but for me in the beginning it's a little bit expensive maybe, and so what? My mouse just didn't cooperate. So no, my mouse is doing weird stuff. Okay, try again. So there are 2 here, so I am thinking of putting this going here. So first of all, I'm going to connect the first one, the first building, first substation. This I'll probably have to change later because I want to place building there, but for now. And here is the other power line. Don't connect. Oh, I'm connected to the wrong one, right? Yeah, okay. Why? So when I'm doing this tutorial, I don't need to have neatness, right, in building, because it's pretty much not what I'm wanting to do. So second one, and now we have the substation from here, and I'm going to kind of follow the road a little bit. I could have built this underground to show you actually. So 3 power lines added. Alright, so I think that's it for the power, and then we still have the fuel, because the vehicles need to have fuel, right? So what there is in the road, you have a gas station here. Add that. I usually want to add it at intersections like this, and want to try as close as possible. What you want to do, fuel gas stations need electricity. So here, or either here, I want to go where I have electricity. So, well, that's not really close actually, right? So what do? We only need fuel for buses going like this at the moment. Maybe later add a substation there. Well, so I'm going to place it. I can't go here now. Place it here. Yes, let's do that. So, let's press play. So to see everything built. No, this is a shame. This is not connected. Or are you connected? Yes, you're connected. So, now, I think everything is done. Going for pause again. But we are not receiving electricity. Why? Because at the customs we need to buy electricity. So we're importing it, and you can set this to the maximum amount what you want to import. It will only import the electricity that you actually use. So let's take a look at this station, press play, and here the voltage goes up. What you can do to see if all your substations, you can go to every substation. I'm going to press pause again because I want to show you. But what you also can do is going through the overlays, going to the right, voltage, and then you can see all factories and all citizens are connected, because otherwise there would be 0 voltage there. So I wanted to show you, here you can see the first vehicle going to the gas station. We are auto purchasing fuel, and the vehicle will go to the gas station when it's almost empty, and a gas station is in the vicinity, and it has to be powered with electricity. So here we can see the vehicle coming up to the gas station. The fuel is being tanked. It's tanking fuel. It's getting gas. And so that's your fuel and energy management. In later episode I will also explain how you can provide gas stations when you're not auto buying. I think this is it for now. We can see the flats, they're having electricity. Less and less workers are in the kindergarten. I will need to have it play for a bit. Because I also want to turn seasons on, and then you're having it's February 13th, so it will be freezing, so you will get freezing citizens if you're not providing them with heat. So I'm going to let it play until March, something there. We also need more people because, wow, there's a staggering 3 people during this episode. I think we started with 899, now it's 902. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.